Here it comes. Boom! That's exactly where I catch him with a counter punch. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we will do something special. We will go back to my first MMA professional fight. I never had an amateur fight as well, so it's actually my first ever fight in my life in the cage in front of 18,000 people. That was my first MMA fight after 3-4 months of training, coming from a bodybuilding background. So a really crazy decision in life, but also something really special. That fight it was the start of my career. That fight made me who I am now. And it was also the biggest step in my life, you know, coming from fitness, bodybuilding background into MMA, fighting in front of 10,000s of people. And of course, there were a lot of people doubting me, thinking, oh, this guy is coming from fitness. What he's going to do now in front of coming from bodybuilding in an MMA cage, he's gonna get beaten up. So it was really, it was really a special moment in my life. I'm gonna take you through the whole fight, and yeah, we start from the scratch. Of course, the walkout is not on the video. That was also a really special moment because walking in front of so much people and so lights and sound, and that was a moment I'm thinking, like, what am I doing here? You know, what am I doing here? I have my my career, my income. You know, why should I fight? For what I'm doing here? I want to go home. And but then when you go inside that cage and the cage closes, there's no way out. You know. So okay, let's go.
KSW 45.
So it was KSW 44 in Gdansk. In Gdansk, in Poland. I was 27 years old, and yeah, the stats are not really right. I'm 180 centimeters, and my reach was a lot bigger, and it was my first professional fight. I was fighting against Oświęcimski, Polish guy, also not really experienced. He had one fight in professional MMA, but he was really big. He was 20 kilos heavier than me. It was really like a bull. So yeah, the fight starting, touching hands, and he's rushing at me like a bull. You know, I never expected that. So here I was already giving him some uppercuts, the low kick. Again, the low kick. Low kick was always my thing. But if you can see, let me take a small break here. As you can see, my posture and the way I was standing there, it was totally new for me, totally new. You can see that there's no experience. You know, it's really a bodybuilder, you know, or bodybuilder. Also the type of the body, it was only there for lifting weights. So it's crazy how the body adapts through years, through months and months and months of work doing something else. Your body, your muscles adapt. For me to see this, it's really fun. It's really nice to see how you progress in life. Whatever you're doing, you're choosing new path or something, you can really see the difference. So here, for me, it was already a shock moment because he was rushing at me like a bull. He wanted to take my head off. And I really remember so good. I can hear his breathing. I can hear his voice, like, he really wanted to hurt me, you know. That's when I knew, oh shit, it's going serious here, you know. So let's continue.
He looks good on the pads, he looks good in the gym, but once you're in the chaos.
You see, he's throwing those left hooks, these crazy left hooks, but I already catch him with a couple of good low kicks here. He's coming with those left hooks. My guard was really not good. I'm trying with the jab. I already broke his nose. I think with the jab here, I can see it. He's coming. He's coming to close me down. You know, he wants to put me against the cage, close me down. I'm circling out a little bit. I didn't really had much, totally no experience, to be honest. Another low kick. They hurt because after the fight he could not walk anymore. Here he drives me against the cage again. I tried the low kick, desperate, a little bit desperate. He's buffing. Again, he pushed me against the cage. And here he catches me. I want to take a break from this. He here catches me with a left hook where I actually dropped down. You know, if he really continued, if he also had some much more experience or he know what he was doing, he would finish the fight here because he really catch me. My lights went out for 1 second. You know, for 1 second my lights went out, but I stood back up again. This was really a moment like down or not, you know, it's really crazy. Okay, let's continue. You can see the ref is already there, you know, to solve the problem. He was thinking the fight is over. Here I stood up, and he could not finish it. He could not finish it. I remember really good now, circling back to the center, and I was like, what should I do now? What should I do? I was asking my corner, really, I was yelling like, what should I do now? Because I was not sure what to do. I had no experience, you know? Circling back again. I knew I had the right hand, it was always there, but again, he wants to push me against the cage to finish the fight. And circling, trying to do something. Again, he almost catch me there. Strong front kick there. It feels like his nose is broken. So,
Good low kick from Yun. Yun's got to stick and move.
He's again coming, putting pressure to me. You know, he wants to do the same. I'm trying these feints a little bit, trying the jab. And here he comes. Boom. That's exactly where I catch him with a counter punch in that time. That was the beginning start of my moment. Of course, really happy there. And I love Sensei Wilders, the commentator. He's the best one. If you hear him like how he's yelling. Let me take a small break here also because this was a really special moment. You know, he came rushing into me and I only knew 1, 2, so jab, cross, low kick. That was the basic thing that I could throw. Of course, I did some training at UFD gym. That's where I sparred with really tough guys. But let's be honest, 3-4 months isn't enough to be experienced or to be a good fighter, you know? So he was rushing at me. I came with 1, 2. Eventually, I catch him back with a counter, my right hand. That was always a strong part, my right hand. And I knock him out. He was thinking I can continue, but his body was out. His brains was finished in that fight. Okay, let's see what's going on after the knockout. Of course, I was really happy. You know, I was jumping on the cage. At that moment, that's where the drug kicked in. Okay, I have the feeling, adrenaline, fighting, winning in front of a crowd, knocking people out. It was, it's really a drug. It's really addictive, and that's why I also understand why fighters always want to come back, even when they finish their career after 20 years. That's Ivan who's carrying me, and Roberto Soldic, of course. Also the reason why I started this career, because it was at his gym. I mean, he's trying to calm me down, like, you did everything right, calm down, accept it, you won the fight, you know. It's tons of emotions at this time. That's why I love fighting. It's so emotional, so much things go through your head, through your body, you know. Ivan Hippolyte, of course, head coach at UFD gym as well. It was really a crazy feeling, really a crazy feeling.
Just looked as if he had more hope than expectation, but he came back here and, you know, he dropped.
So like I said, the feeling of winning in front of a crowd, finishing a knockout, that's something that always stays with you, and you always want to get that feeling back. Even now, after so many professional fights, I have how much, 11 professional fights, 12. You still always rush for that feeling again. You want that feeling back. That's the reason why you want to fight again, why I keep training, but Now, after a couple of days, after a couple of weeks, you want to have a new fight again. You want that feeling again. So it's really addictive, and it's something that drives you as a fighter to go on and continue, you know?
Fast, I mean, faster than Doc Holliday at Tombstone. Ba-boom, ba-boom, bang, bang. And Oshvashinsky hit
Yeah,
the
so
ground,
he doesn't know what's
hardly
happening.
believe it as the,
I'm full of emotions, happy.
teammates of you.
So that was the video. So the funny thing is, after this, we saw each other backstage, but he was limping. His leg was really finished, and that's also where they saw the coaches and everything. Like, my low kick is really a powerful weapon, you know. I'm happy to go through this and show you guys how this everything happened, because it's still something that stays with me forever. It's the first fight that made the start of my career, and of course, winning by knockout. A lot of people were amazed and were in shock, like, oh. And of course, the doubters, they got a punch in their face. That's the fuel that always fueled me, like the doubt, the people that said, oh, come on, it's nothing for you, you're gonna get beaten up, or you can't do it. And in general, in life, it's always like that. People will always try to tell you something, you know, you can't. Whatever you're doing in life, now it's fighting for me, but whatever you're doing, a fitness journey or a job, or starting your own business, you will always have people that will say, don't do it, or what are you doing, or laughing at you. But you have to try and use that as fuel, like I did. Use that as fuel, and show them, prove them wrong. You know, that's the biggest thing, biggest fuel for me, is proving everybody wrong. And till this day, I still am doing new things and challenges, and I motivate myself by the doubters or the haters. You have to have those people, especially when you're successful. You need them. You need them. They're really a big part of your life as well, because they will motivate you. They will give you that fuel that you need, you know? And that's also something I'm showing you guys in very soon. The thing that I'm working on, I already mentioned it in my last video as well, but that's something that's almost launching very soon, and I will be happy to show it to all of you guys. I'm sure you will like it and to be a part of it, a warrior community. So stay tuned for that. And I also want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this part. Again, write down in comments what you would like to see next time. And yeah, stay sharp, stay focused, guys. See you.